Hello everyone, hope you can hear my voice and see the screen. I welcome you all to another live stream of PG's masterclass, Price is Supreme. So, last week we discussed two trades, one on Nifty and the other was on Bank Nifty. Both trades I gave in the hourly time frame. This is the Bank Nifty chart and this was the trade which I mentioned in my last live session. As you can see, I was expecting price to come down, give me a feel and then go up. But unfortunately, price came a little lower and moved up. So in Bank Nifty, we haven't got any feel. But when we look at the Nifty chart, we discussed this Nifty trade in our last session. In our last session, we said that the price was here and we expected that the price will come down to our entry. This was our stop loss and we set a 2:1, 2.09:1 target. And as you can see, price just gave us a beautiful feel, just a feather touch, and the price moved up to our target, allowing us to make approx 400 points, 416 points to be specific, in just 3 days time. So these two trades from these two trades, Nifty has worked well and it has given our full target. Last week I was very specific that I expect the market to go up. If you remember, I said that this candle here is a fakie and it will not work, and that is what happened. This candle, those who have shorted in this candle have got stopped out and price made a higher high. Now, what I expect, look at this chart of Nifty. You will see price making higher high, higher low, higher high, lower low. Many people will misconstrue this as a reversal pattern or QM or Quasimodo or over and under pattern, whatnot. They have many names to call this up. Even if you go with simple trend analysis, this is definitely a trend change signal. As I said before in my last session, if you go through my last session, you will see I was talking about this pattern. Whenever in a trend, when price is making higher high, higher lows, and then a higher low gets engulfed, I said the trend changes. But then there is one thing. There are certain areas in the chart when this can be a trap. You will think that this is a Quasimodo formed, you will think that this is a reversal pattern formed, and you will try to take a short trade and you might get stopped out. So there are many traps which the institutions lay for us, and that can easily be understood by doing the trap analysis, which I teach in my PG's masterclass. Now, what I expect maybe, chances are bright, there is a trap zone which I can see, which is a gap trap zone. Price this week have tested it and giving its bounce. How much RR it has already given? Let us check. So this gap zone has given 1.82. That means it has not given 2:1 RR. And when a trap zone doesn't give 2:1 RR, it means in future it will achieve its 2:1 or at least. Generally, a trap zone gives much more than that. It can give 10:1, 30:1. I mean, there is no limit for that. Now, so what I expect, I generally expect maybe tomorrow price gap up. The way the candlesticks has formed, I think price might gap up and move up. And the 2:1 of this trap zone will be achieved. And sooner or later, I expect price of Nifty to go up and make a higher high. And the overall trend will continue. Why I think that this break of a higher low will not change the trend. This is just an retracement. And understand what is the higher time frame trend is telling me. It is telling me that there is a descending 3 drive which has formed in this chart, and price has broken up above the trend line of this 3 drive pattern. So what is a 3 drive? Price makes 3 almost equal triangles in the chart. So this is triangle number 1, this is triangle number 2, and this is triangle number 3. This is basically a harmonics concept. So there is a 3 drive which has formed. A descending 3 drive, the bias of the descending 3 drive is, it's bullish, it's not bearish, okay? And after the break of the trend line, price is just retracing back to a trap zone, which I discussed in my last session. So price has just come down to the trap zone and giving its bounce. Basically, price should make a higher high here. So now the question is, I know that the bias is to go long. The trend might continue, and I have more trap zones which has formed in this area. There is one trap zone which is formed here, there is another trap zone here, another trap zone but not so good which has formed here also. So there are several trap zones. I mean, last week I also talked about that over this trap zone there was another trap zone formed that got tested, price bounced up, then price again came down, and another trap zone formed, it gave its reaction, and then this trap zone I gave you the trade. So when price moves in a trend, it will create many trap zones and you can trade them, but you need to know what is a trap zone. I mean, if you are trying to trade something like this which is not a trap zone, then you might get stopped out. There is a chance for that. Yes, sometimes in chart, even which is not a trap zone can give a reaction, because they want you to get interested. I mean, when you are interested, what will you do? You will think this kind of zones will also work, and you will try to take shots many times thereafter. And the thing what will happen, you might get stopped out. So we will not take a trade here. Rather, we will look for a long trade, because we believe this pattern which has formed here is a trap. So there are many traps which gets created in the chart, and using price action, using real price action concepts, you can find them out. Anyway, so my direction is pretty clear. I know that the price is going to go up because there is a big bullish 3 drive which has formed. Ideally, price should make a higher high, breaking all these highs. So the next question comes, if that is so, then how we can take a trade here? Look, first of all, the current level which we have to take a trade has already been executed on 20th October. So we cannot enter this level now. So what will we do? We will simply wait. As a price action trader, we need to learn to wait. Once a new trap zone, which I think will form very, very soon during this week, and if you know what kind of a trap zone is that, especially my students, you know what kind of a trap zone can form here. You can, once the trap zone forms, you can go long. And if tomorrow you see a pro gap happening, a price gapping up above this candle, I mean on retracement from a lower time frame, there will be a trap zone formation, you can go long. Okay, so my last week also I was thinking that Nifty will go up, and Nifty moved up. I mean keeping my view, making my view right. And this week also I have a bullish view for the week. Couple of things I want to discuss here. I mean, I have jotted down some points for you. I mean, for long I am doing this price action analysis and teaching price action to my students and many other people. So I have seen there are 3 stages of the stock market where you get a lot of, the stage 1 is where you get a lot of trades. There is no dearth of trades, and all your trades will work. Like what is happening in the current stage. I gave this trade, it worked. I gave the next trade, it worked. And then another trade, it worked. And now we are expecting another trap zone to form, and where from we can take another trade. So this is one stage of the trend. So there are 3 different stages. So one stage where you know the trend, where you know the trap zones will work like anything. And then slowly the market starts getting confusing. Why it gets confusing? Because they don't want you to they don't want you to have that confidence to trade the market continuously. They want to break your confidence, and this is something you need to understand. So what happens? The price starts moving sideways like this, and you don't know what to do. There is no trap zones. Even if there is trap zones, they are tested and you cannot trade them. Price moves, price creates channels, price creates downward movement, and you don't know. If you are trying to trade a trap zone, like what has happened here, price was creating lower low, lower high, lower low, higher high, and you were expecting price to go up, it breaks your level. Again, same thing, low, high, lower low, higher high, it breaks your level, and price then starts moving in your direction. Why this happens? This is just to make you confused. Once you are confused, then they will do the second thing. The third stage will happen. Market indulges you to take a trade in a trap to take back the profit you made. Okay, so like what has formed here, price created a trap. If I try to go short from here, I might make a loss. I am not saying I'm the god of the market, but I have seen these things happening in the chart many times. And even if this works, I don't care, because I know one thing, that my research has told me that this type of situations, mostly price breaks the pattern and goes up. Like what happened here. This is a real-time example you can see. If you do back testing, you will be seeing a lot of traps in the chart. So there are 3 stages. In one stage you will make profit, the second stage you will get confused, and on the third stage, at the state of confusion, you will start taking, you will force yourself to take trades, and that is nothing but they are pushing you to take trades in a trap and make loss, because they don't want you to make profit. And that is why probably 95% of retailers make loss in this market. But have you heard that the institutions are making loss? I haven't heard. You might have. I mean, the big pockets, they are always making profit. How can they can make profit and we cannot? The thing is, we need to understand this. Now, if you understand this, if you understand these stages, if you are trading a trend, all your trap zones will work. So keep on trading it. But always keep in mind that there will be a stage which is coming and where you will they will try to make you confused and take back the profit. So you have to be caution. For trap traders, I have a way to find it out and and save ourselves. So here in Nifty, I think there is a 3 drive and 3 drives are bullish, and I believe price is going to go up, breaking this trap. But I do not really have a trade. Even if I go to 1 minute, I see that low, I mean, you can check low, high, lower low, higher high, sorry, lower low, lower high, and then lower low and higher high formed. So this is a trend change signal in 1 minute. So price is coming down. Expectation is maybe price can again go up. I mean, tomorrow you can see price capping up, right? So this is something you need to know, and based on this analysis, I mean, you can even trade in 1 minute chart, not a problem. Let me take you to the Bank Nifty chart now. As I said before, last week I gave this trade, but I didn't got fill. Now the question is, should I be trading this again if price comes down to it? That I cannot say right now. Why? Because I don't know how price will come down. If price is coming down, at that time, I need to check whether the trend has changed or the trend continues. So if I do not know, I mean, at this point, I don't know that the trend is going to change or not. I mean, price can come down to this point without changing the trend, or it can come down to my entry after changing the trend. If it comes after changing the trend, what happens? My level will break. So this trade is no more there. The trap trading is like, you have to trade it at the time when the breakout happens and immediately price retraces back. So this trade is over now. We didn't got fill, that's okay. We will check it out later if price comes without changing the trend. But if price comes changing the trend, I will be certainly scared to take a trade, right? Unlike Nifty, I think Bank Nifty also has similar pattern, and Bank Nifty wants to go up. And I expect Bank Nifty to also make a higher high. Already higher high has been achieved. This high has been taken out. A fake out happened of the high, and I expect a proper engulf of the high will be done very, very soon. So what should we do? In Bank Nifty, I have a nice level which got created here, okay, with a pro gap. I think if price comes here, we can think of a long trade. So that's one level. But I mean, if at all price comes down to this level, I think we can take a trade, okay, if at all. And minimum 2:1. I mean, you can have much more than that, but this just an example, right? And one thing, there is a disclaimer. As because I'm showing you some trades, as a SEBI registered research analyst, I must give you a disclaimer that I don't know whether, I hold no responsibility that, if this trade work or it will not, you make profit, you make loss, whatever it is, I don't take any responsibility of it. If you want to trade these levels, you have to take your own responsibility. That is the disclaimer we always have to say, because that's defined by SEBI, right? So from here, price where I expect the price to come down to this level, if at all. I don't know whether it will come down or not, but if it comes down, one trade is definitely there, right? And how much point I see here, how much point it is, I think this is a little higher than the level. Let me go to daily and set it properly. Now it's okay. So my entry is 40,318.75. My stop is around 39,870.90, and my target is around, I think, 41,307, right? And that is approximately 1,000 points. Not bad at all, right? So this can be a trade there, and maybe one thing can happen. Price might go up directly. That's a possibility I cannot rule out here. But this is one trade which is there and can be executed. So this is my thinking about Bank Nifty. Tomorrow there will be Muhurat trading. Believe me, I have seen with so many, I have gone through so many Muhurat tradings. On the day of Muhurat, price always goes up. So think about going long in any stock wherever you want to trade. And if you want to invest, right? If you want to invest, then I can give you one or two stocks where you can invest for now. Okay, so for Muhurat trading and investing, I have a stock called Bank of Baroda. Okay, so Bank of Baroda, let me go to the monthly chart, because we are talking about a chart, talking about a stock. So here in Bank of Baroda, this is analyzed based on Elliott and trap trading course. Trap trading. So I think there is a C wave which just completed in Bank Baroda, and this could be a very good investment stock. I think the investment at around 142, the current level, and you need to hold it. And my expectation is you will get 396. So from here, I expect price to become more than 100%. You make double the money. You can double your money. So Bank Baroda is one of the stocks where I believe price can go up and you can invest. This trade is based on definitely on Elliott and not based on only trap. Trap is definitely there. My students know how to trade it. Some of the students are already long from this level. This is a trap zone and they are making good profit. And if you want to invest, this could be a very good trade. Another one is where you can invest tomorrow is Glenmark. Okay, in Glenmark, I see that there is a wedge-like pattern which has formed and price has moved up. Now, this is, if you look at, this is low, high, lower low, lower high, lower low, and that been broken and price has returned to the lower high. So here a trend change signal is seen. If you invest at around this level, I think Glenmark can really take your money. At least for I think you can have 1419 as your target for now. So from around 378, 1419, it's a big money making stock which we have, and all the pharma companies are doing that. So this is the stocks which I have for the Muhurat trading. You can enjoy these stocks and have it for a longer period of time. And also I discussed a BTST kind of a trade and a small swing trade in Bank Nifty. I also discussed about Nifty. I hope you like this session, and that's all for the day. Thank you very much for joining. Bye bye.